I think I'm recording. Okay, my name is Robin Sullivan. I'm a very blessed Diamond Senior Ruby Ambassador with Plexus, and I'm excited to come to you guys the first Thursday of every month with our work from home workshop. This is really an opportunity for two different types of people. If you are brand new to Plexus, or even if you're not brand new to Plexus, but you're kind of brand new to sharing, or you're brand new to the business, and you want to learn more about how to build an additional income stream working from home through Plexus. And this is also for those individuals that maybe have thought about it. You tossed around this idea of building a business or building an additional income stream with Plexus, but you just aren't sure yet. You're like, how does this work? What's going to happen? How do I do this? This is the workshop for you. So excited to come and share with you some tidbits and nuggets tonight. And even if you aren't new and you've been around for a while, this is always a great opportunity for you to just grab some more nuggets about maybe what's happening this month and what's going on and kind of how we get paid. Like I said, my name is Robin Sullivan. I live in a suburb of Dallas, Texas, Parker, actually. If I've ever heard of Dallas, I live like a mile away from South Fork Ranch, where JR used to be on film. And I started Plexus 7 years ago. I had no interest in building a business. I didn't even know Plexus was a business. I thought I was just joining for, a deep discount like Costco or Sam's, because that's how it was explained to me, and that's kind of what it was. But when I realized that people were earning legitimate income by simply sharing these amazing products with other people, I felt like I couldn't keep it to myself, honestly. And so I began sharing pretty early on. I didn't see any reason why I would keep this to myself because I was feeling good, had great energy, was losing weight, inches first, then pounds. Ultimately lost 30 pounds in 30 inches. I've kept that off for over 7 years. So sustainable weight loss is the key. And I really gained my energy back, better sleep, started pooping more. Yes, we talk about poop and plexus, became more regular, cleaned my gastrointestinal tract out, really changed my palate for food. I stopped liking a lot of the foods that I was craving all the time, which was Dr. Pepper and French fries. Those were my two vices. And so I just saw that this was beneficial. If it was benefiting me, it could benefit a massive number of people in my sphere of influence, because I honestly knew a lot of people that were unhealthy or had bad eating habits like me, or were stress eaters, or were just fluffy and needed to lose a few pounds. But namely, it was when I first started reading some of the testimonies with Plexus and how so many people were able to reverse a lot of their health conditions, get off of a lot of prescription drugs that had really been burdening them, with the consistent use of these products. So that's really what prompted me to share. So, with that being said, as I began to share, I realized, oh wow, okay, well I can actually earn income by simply sharing these products with people. And so one thing one of our executives and president, Alec Clark, he always says, if you are blessed, be a blessing. And so we consider Plexus a blessing in our lives. For those of you that may have shared this call with other people, invited other people to this call tonight. And so, since we're blessed, we want to be a blessing to other people. And so, us sharing this information is absolutely a blessing. And so, we always ask, what would an extra $1,000, $1,200 ease the stress in your home? Would it ease it? Would it ease the stress in your home? Would an extra $300 ease the stress in your home? We ask that question because honestly, it's kind of rhetorical. We know that it would ease the stress, right? And everybody is looking to really diversify their income streams, because, as 2020 has shown us, anything can happen and tomorrow's never promised. And so that is why we do this. So this is just a little bit of a before and during, before and after. This was me 2 months on Plexus, had only lost 2 pounds. But as you can see, I was less fluffy here in the stomach. My face had thinned out. All that was inflammation. Y'all didn't have any idea I was dealing with a lot of inflammation, but I was. And honestly, these 2 pounds, but 19 inches of fat, brought me from a size 10, 12 to a size 4, 6 in a matter of 60 days. And the only reason why I ever made this before and during graphic was for my sister, one of my sisters in Atlanta. She saw me posting about Plexus and she asked me, So what is this you're talking about, this plexus stuff, this pink drink? And do you feel any different? Do you look any different? I was like, I don't know. I think I look different. I feel different. So I took this picture. This was when I was with her in Mexico. So I knew she would identify with that picture because I was there with her. And then I took this picture, put the same clothes back on 60 days later, showed it to her, and she was shocked at the difference. And I was even shocked at the inflammation that was gone from my face. Because when you're looking at yourself every day, newsflash, everybody, you don't really notice the difference as much. So if you're new to plexus, or if you haven't taken pictures of before, the before pictures, take them now, because over time, more and more inflammation will begin to decrease. You will start to look differently. Even if you've been doing this for 2 or 3 months, you'd be surprised over time what happens. And so take your pictures for sure. But don't be like me. Don't take it in a real outfit, take it in some workout clothes so you can see the difference even more. Okay. Now, this is me 3 years later. You see how fluffy I was. You see right here, this is another picture. So I've had lots of pictures over the course of 7 years. So what I'm going to talk to you about tonight is specifically for my existing team members who are on this call tonight. I really want to explain to you really what incentives we have. So every month, Plexus has been so generous to us. They give us the ability to earn not only money and income from our normal compensation plan, which is absolutely the most generous compensation plan on the planet. But they also are constantly rewarding us for just doing what we should be doing, which is sharing health and wellness with people. And so this month they have a special incentive in the month of November where they give you the ability to help one, help six, anywhere in between, and you can earn income with Plexus. Okay. So if you just tell one person about Plexus, let's just say you just started and you're like, I know my mom needs this, or I know my sister-in-law needs this, or I know my cousin needs this, or I know my girlfriend needs this, or I know my coworker needs it. Go and share that with others. Okay. Your sponsor can help you. It is something they want to do. They want to help you get started. If you share Plexus with one person, you would earn $32. If you help two, 114, help three, 346, help four, 478. And just for my people that have been around for a while, and you're like, well, how do you make that? How are you earning that? I'll give you an example for just helping one person. Whenever you help one person share Plexus, they will go in and they will pay for their annual membership. Their annual membership is just like Costco. Okay. So they will pay $9.94 or 95 cents. Okay. That is our annual membership as of right now. When I first joined Plexus 7 years ago, the annual membership was $34.95. Still thought it was a slamming deal because guess what? I was used to paying $55, $60 a year to have a membership to Costco. So in my mind, $34.95 was a great deal. And it is. It gives you access to the wholesale pricing for a year with our products in our company. Okay. But when the pandemic hit, Plexus got super generous and they decided, okay, we're going to provide an incentive for people because we know times are tough financially for a lot of people, but people need to get healthier now more than ever just because of COVID, and a lot of people with pre-existing conditions need to build up their immune system, all of that stuff. They decided to offer open enrollment, which means you can join Plexus to get access to wholesale membership, wholesale pricing of our products for the rock bottom price of $9.95 for the year. Okay. And really it's $9.94 plus 1 cent shipping. That's kind of the way they explained it in some ways, but it's $9.95. Okay. $9.95 a year instead of it now normally is $39.95 a year. So you're saving $30 off the top. Okay. But when you then join, you still got to get your products, right? Because there's no reason for you to join Plexus if you're not going to get healthier and take the product. So when you get the products, you buy what we call a welcome pack. It gives you an opportunity to order a combo of products, many different types of combos, but a combo of products for either the $99 price point or the $199 price point. Okay. We also have an additional discount right now where it's an additional 10% off. So instead of 99, it's 89. Instead of 199, it's 179. Okay. When you purchase those welcome packs, the person that signs up, that you sign up, when you sign them up, they will pay their $99 or their $89 plus their $9.95 membership, and then you get paid what we call a business building bonus. Okay, that business building bonus is just giving you kind of a referral fee for referring that person to Plexus. So that referral fee is $20. Okay, $20 if they order a $99 pack, and $25 if they order a $199 pack. Now, that $20 is included in this 32. What you also get when you get someone to join you on this health journey is not only do you get paid $20 for that business building bonus, but you also get paid are pay points. So what we have is called profit sharing points. I'll explain that a little bit more later. But those profit sharing points, it's basically every person that you sign up in your level ones, the people that you sign up directly, you get 5 points for them. And even if you have people on your team signing people up there, as long as they're in your levels 1 through 3, you get 5 points for those people in your organization. So if you go find 3 friends to sign up, well, let's just use the help one example. If you find one friend to get healthier with you and join you on this journey, you'll get the $20 business building bonus. Our pay point is equivalent to a dollar amount. And every month it fluctuates because it depends on the success of the company and the sales of the company for that month. But on average, right now, normally it's around $3. Right now, the average pay point's around $2.49. If you multiply $2.49 times 5 points, because remember, 5 points for that one person, then it is equivalent to around 12 bucks. So that's where the $32 comes from. And then you continue adding those numbers up when you help 2 and when you help 3. Now, the great thing about the incentive this month, everyone, is that if you help 2 people, they will send you $100. No, they'll send you $50 cash. If you help 4 people, they'll send you $100 cash. In addition to what I just told you, you get paid for each person. And then when you help 6 people, you get an additional another $100, which gives you an additional $250 bonus for helping 6 friends. So that's where this number comes from, 642 for getting the $250 bonus, which is a November only incentive. Plus, you get paid normally with your business building bonus and your pay points. Okay. So that's where those numbers come from. The same thing is here. So let me go back and just show you this. This is for a brand new person that joins you in November. They are just starting. They have not been in plexus for 30 days. They're brand new. The reason why these numbers will look a little bit different for what I'm about to show you on the next slide is because this is if they have not gone silver yet and they are brand new to plexus. They will get a silver bonus, rank advancement bonus, and they will get a fast start bonus. So that is where those numbers come from. Now, the numbers look a little bit different if you're not yet silver, but you've been doing plexus for over 30 days, because you don't get the fast start bonus because you're not fast starting because you've been in plexus longer than 30 days, but you get all the other bonuses. Okay. And this graphic over here to the right is if you're already silver. So I'm already a silver ambassador. I'm a diamond senior ruby ambassador. So I don't get to get paid on going silver again or any of those things because I'm already silver. And I've already been in plexus for many, many years, so I don't get those fast start bonuses. However, I still get paid the business building bonuses and that great $250 bonus for helping 6 friends. Okay. So that's how that is broken down. Okay. If you have questions, make sure you unmute yourself after I'm done. I'm going to get through this first. So just make sure you write your questions down and then I'll unmute and answer any questions you have in the end. Okay. So just make sure you're jotting down anything that you may want to have clarified. Okay. So the next question that most people have is, okay, that's great, Ron. You told us how we get paid. I love it. It's wonderful. But how in the heck do I share this stuff? Like, I don't know anything. I'm not an expert in health. I'm not a nurse. I don't know anything about gut health. I'm doing it. I feel good, but that's pretty much it. Okay. I don't know what else to say. Well, the first thing is I'm going to show you how to share. But the very first thing you need to do is to think about, who do you know? Who do you know that would benefit? Newsflash, guys, everybody on the planet can benefit from improved immunity. Everybody on the planet can benefit from getting their gut healthy from the inside out, healing and repairing their gut. Everybody can benefit from balancing their blood sugar, and everybody on the planet can benefit from decreasing systemic inflammation in the body. Those are the 3 things that are, and filling nutritional gaps. Those are really the 4 things that our products are so well known for doing, is getting to the root cause of a lot of people's health issues, which is why you will see testimonies and hear from people that will say, I had these migraines, or I had this tingling sensation in my fingers from carpal tunnel, or I had all of these issues with not being able to go to the bathroom, or acid reflux, or PCOS, or hormonal imbalances, or all these things that you'll see that people get relief from, simply because when you get to the root causes of people's health issues, you begin to really heal the body naturally from the inside out. And that's a byproduct of that. The other really great byproduct is that the bonus is if you have weight to lose, you will eventually lose weight. The great thing about it, though, is that most people, they start for weight loss, but they don't ever even talk about their weight loss testimony. All they talk about is all the other wins that they get from plexus with their overall health. Okay. So you want to think about, who do you know? Your sister, brother, friend, mom, dad, cousin, your kids, friends, parents, your hairstylist, librarian, barista, lady that makes your coffee in the morning, whoever. Okay. That's who you're going to be thinking about. Who do you know? Your sponsor will likely ask you to make a list. Start doing a brain dump, because a lot of people think, I don't know anybody. I only know 45, 40, 50 people. That's it. Then I'll go to your Facebook friends list and you'll have 935 friends. And I'm like, yeah, more than 30, 40 people. And so this gives you an opportunity to really think about who are those people in your sphere of influence. Even if you don't talk to them on a regular basis, guys, guess what? You could be an answer to their prayer. I cannot tell you the number of people that just get excited by the fact that I did not forget about them, that I thought of them. I thought enough of them to share this with them. So then who needs health help? Okay. To break down your list a little bit further, think about the people in your life that really need help with a lot of health issues. Okay. But not just like debilitating health issues, diabetes or high blood pressure or high cholesterol or, serious autoimmune issues. Think about people that are just super tired all the time. People on Facebook, on social media are constantly talking about, I'm tired, I've got these migraine headaches, I'm not feeling well. All the time you hear people complaining and moaning and groaning. Think about those people, okay? Also think about people who need income from home. Ding, 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 ding. That's pretty much everybody you know. Everybody has gotten used to, especially during this pandemic, especially when we were on lockdown, people got used to the idea of, oh, I've been working from home for the past, 5 months. I actually like working from home. I don't want to have to go back to work. I don't want to have to go back into an office. And so this has really opened up people's mindset to something different. Okay. Now, the other thing I want you to think about is that we are connectors. If you think about this business and you're not selling it, that's the first thing I hear people say, well, I'm not a salesperson. I don't know how to sell. I'm horrible at sales. I hate sales. I said all those things in the beginning. But the one thing I want you guys to really understand is that you're not really selling plexus to people. You're really truly selling yourself. But more than anything, you are sharing plexus. Okay. You are just sharing something that you love. So many times, people will go online and they'll say, oh my gosh, this restaurant's amazing. This calamari is the best. Or they'll go to a movie back when we went to movies and would check in and say how amazing a movie was. Or they would share this amazing deal they got these shoes 75% off at dealer sale or DSW. And not one retailer or business is paying them to do that. But we freely go and do it because naturally we like to share things that we love. That's the same exact thing with Plexus. But when you think about you just being a connector, a lot of times you may be like, I'm not even interested in the business, but you can connect people who are, okay? And you can also connect people to who needs these products. So by establishing that connection first, you really earn the right to offer something to improve people's lives. And so connecting means that you aren't just going to pick up the phone and just go through the phone book, even if anybody has a phone book anymore. But you're not going to go to yellowpages.com and just start picking up the phone and calling people that you don't know. This is a connection and a relationship business. So you are going to start with people that you have some sort of connection with. Okay. Now, when we say we support connection messaging, what does that really look like? Well, the first thing that we do when you're doing connection messaging in the beginning of your business is you really do need to write down a list of 50 to 100 friends. I always say 100 because honestly, if you invite 100 people to hear your sponsor talk about how these products have impacted them and to break down the products and then to hear your testimony, however big or small that may be, even if you've taken it for 3 days and you have more energy, that's a testimony. And so a lot of times when you are creating this, when you're doing a launch event, your sponsor will ask you to do that. That launch event is something you do on Zoom. That's another thing that's benefited us during this pandemic is guess what? Everybody now on the planet knows what Zoom is. So it makes it very, very simple for you to, no matter where you are, from the comfort of your home and the comfort of their home, for you to share Plexus with people, okay, to help educate them about the power of the products. And so what your sponsor will probably ask you to do, if you haven't done this yet, they will ask you, hey, you need to make a list of 100 people. The list of 100 is essential. If you make a list of 25 or 50, you're not going to get the number of people that you want to have join you, just simply because on average, if you invite 100 people, you probably get 10 to 20% people to actually show up. Okay. And that is honestly also dependent upon your level of influence with the people in your sphere of influence, right? So just consider the fact that if you invite 20 people, you're probably not going to get but one person to show up, and then you're going to feel really disappointed, and you don't want to be. Sharing is caring. So you want to invite as many people as you know, minimum 100. So make that list of 100, send it to your sponsor. At that point, your sponsor will create a beautiful graphic for you with your picture on it because it's your launch event. And they will also set a date, send you some verbiage for you to invite the people in your sphere of influence. So they really are doing everything for you. All you do is invite those people individually, get them on the call. You do the call. Your sponsor will help you do this. Your sponsor will help you break it down. And it's what I call you earn while you learn. Okay. So you are definitely probably going to have some people join you on the journey after your sponsor does this Zoom call for you. But you didn't have to do anything but make the list and invite the people. Okay. Your sponsor does the rest. And so this is really, really beneficial, guys, because if you were to go and start a cupcake business, or if you were to go and start a t-shirt line or a clothing line, or go write a book, okay, publish a book, what would you do? You would ask your friends to come to your cupcake shop, or you ask your friends to support you and buy a batch of cookies, or you would ask your friends to come to your book signing. You would ask your friends to do those things because that's what friends do, right? Well, the great thing about this is that it's not just you benefiting from it. Guess what? Your friends are benefiting from it because your friends have the ability to get healthy from the inside out. And without your health, you have nothing. So, this is super important, guys. Okay. So, we do these launch events. You think about the people you know, and you think about the new friends that you will obtain throughout your journey. I always say continue to expand your network. It's a whole nother training for a whole nother day, but new friends that you may have, begin to engage those people. Okay. There's people that you realize, oh, I don't not really know this many people, but you have a lot of friends on Facebook, but they're not really your friends. Begin engaging those people, begin building a better rapport with those people. Then you won't feel awkward in reaching out to them and asking them to learn a little bit more about plexus. Okay. These are just some sample messages. I won't go through these. I won't read them all, but it really just gives you an example. We have tons of these on our Leading with Excellence page, which is our business page. If you are interested in working the business and you have not been added to that page, all you need is your $100 subscription in place and you can get added to that resource page. It's chock full of information for people that are really wanting to delve a little bit more into the business or go full force into the business. It gives you tons of information like these sample scripts, things of that nature, and you can tweak it to make it your own. Now, I always want to share this because, guys, one of the first things that someone told me in this when I started this business 7 years ago is that there is fortune in the follow up. And I use this beautiful graphic of my girlfriend Rhea because she is the ultimate example of there being fortune in the follow up. And the reason why I say that is because I knew when I shared Plexus with Rhea 4 years ago that if she ever decided to do this business with me, which I completely was transparent with her from the very beginning and shared the Plexus opportunity with her, but I knew if she ever decided to do this business with me, that she would take this all the way to the top. I knew that because I knew her character. I knew the type of person she was. I knew she loved being at home with her girls. I knew she was driven, had a career before she had kids. I knew all those things about her. And so I knew if I could just get her to see what this opportunity was really about, and she really started doing this, that she would go all the way. Well, she joined me back in June of 2019, and no, July 15th of 2019. And in exactly 1 year, she went diamond in our company. That's our highest rank in our company. I'll share a little bit more about what that looks like and why it's such a big deal. But had I not followed up with her, did y'all hear me say in the beginning of this slide, 4 years? Had I not followed up with Rhea for 4 years straight, I will give you the exact number of times that I reached out to her, 87 touches, 87 reach outs. If I had not done that, then she would not be one of the top leaders in this company and have created a ripple effect of change in her community in the thousands, y'all. Okay. So, again, when you're blessed, you want to be a blessing. Because I was blessed by this opportunity, I was committed to make sure that she made a wise decision about whether or not she wanted to do this business or not and wanted to embrace this opportunity. And so I never gave up on the fact that she could do it and that she would do it until she was willing to actually say yes, and she did. So I hope that you've been reading these statistics as I've been talking, because if you look at this, you realize that most people are never going to say no on the first contact with them. It's just not natural. That's just not what most people do. Okay. It's very few people, maybe your mom, maybe your sister, they may be like, okay, if Cheryl says it's good, it's good. I trust her. I'm going to get started. But even your family, a lot of times, I know for me, my family were one of the last people to join me. Heck, most of them still hadn't joined me. Okay. So, honest to goodness, it is truly, truly, truly legitimate when we say 80% of sales are not made until the fifth to 12th contact. And obviously, in my case with Rhea, it didn't even happen until the 87th contact. Okay. So, was it worth it? Absolutely. Now, finally, another thing that we do that really helps you to get jump started in your business and to share these products with people is our 3-day challenge. We normally do these once a month. This month, we're not doing it. We're doing a really cool plexi giving, kind of in theme, walking in the theme of Thanksgiving and gratitude. We're doing a 3-day plexi giving event. It's just an informational event. But normally, the 3-day events that we do are challenges where people purchase a box from you, $20. They get a $20 coupon in the box. So it's essentially they get the box for free if they decide to join after the 3-day challenge. And they get added to this page called Journey to Health and Happiness. And that page has a ton of information, testimonies that we share, live videos that we do that people give live video testimonials, and they get to learn about the products. Okay. So it's kind of like this try before you buy option. I don't use it as much probably as some other people do because I've been doing this for so long. You normally just get someone on the phone, talk to them about their health goals and the products that would be a good recommendation for them, and then they give it a go. Okay. But if you have people that are really on the fence and you just can't get them to say yes, this 3-day trial box is absolutely the way to go. Okay. Now, the other thing that we do to build our business is we post. Okay. A lot of people get really leery about this. They're like, oh my gosh, I don't want to be that girl. I don't want to be that dude. And I always try to help people to see that again, if you're willing to post about you going to a movie or you going to a great restaurant or going to an amazing concert or whatever you did before COVID, you do all those things and you're willing to talk about it and post the link and this, that, and the other, but you're not willing to share health products that could totally change someone's life. I really say kind of question that, okay? Because at the end of the day, either Walmart's getting paid or Amazon's getting paid or somebody's getting paid. So why not you get the referral fee, right? That's all this is. So your post you want to make realistic and you want to add value, okay? So lifestyle pictures, things that you're doing within your day, cooking photos, things you're doing with your kids when you go out on a walk, you drinking your pink drink, all those things that you're doing to show that you're incorporating plexus and you're incorporating this new healthy lifestyle into your regimen. That is what you want to do on a regular basis. I use this ratio 80% value and 20% plexus because I really try to help people to see you want to be adding value to people 80% of the time. Okay. And what I mean by that adding value, you want to be empowering people, you want to be educating people, and you want to be entertaining people. People like to be entertained on social media. So funny memes, not crazy, mean political memes, none of that. Just funny, like, lighthearted memes, funny things that your kids are doing. So that's what I mean by entertaining, educating, and empowering. You want to post things that are positive, that are uplifting. You also want to educate people about gut health, blood sugar, and inflammation. So many people are completely unaware that their health issues stem from those three things. They have no idea. They don't understand why they feel like crap. They don't understand it's because they only poop every 2 to 3 days is the reason why they feel sluggish. They don't understand that it's because they drink Diet Coke and it's completely messing up their system because that artificial sugar is poison to your body. They have no idea that those things are what's making them feel crappy. And so you educating them as you're learning, you share that. And then guess what? People will then begin to look at you as if you're the expert. So you want to do 80% value, adding value to people. When I say 20% plexus, it doesn't mean you don't talk about plexus in that 80% of the time. You do talk about plexus, but 20% of the time, your plexus post are going to be hard ass. So, hey, do you want to join me in a 3-day challenge? Hey, do you want to try my products at my cost for 60 days? When you're doing those direct asks about your business, you only want to do that 20% of the time, because what you don't want it to look like is when someone goes to your newsfeed for it to look like a sales ad. Okay. You don't want it to look like a sales ad. All right. Now, these are just some more examples of some different posts, lifestyle posts. This is just a fun, meme This is a nice picture of our products just kind of displayed in your home, very natural. This is me. I went camping with my family in an RV over the summer and just talking about how I'm getting my energy from my pink drink. Now, we use third party tools, okay? This is one thing that has benefited me along the way because honestly, there were none of these tools when I first started Plexus 7 years ago. I just had to kind of be my own expert. Well, now it's suggested that you don't be your own expert. It doesn't help you, it actually hinders you for you to go try to be your own expert. But we have these third party tools that really help you to allow the tools to be the expert, okay? Won't break down why that's the case, like why you don't want to be the expert. But at the end of the day, the long and short of it is that if the person that's joining you thinks, oh my gosh, I've got to know all that she's saying and everything she's talking to me about, I have to know all that just to share Plexus with my friends and family. No, I don't think so. They'll check out real quick. But if they realize, oh, she sent a video on the triplex to me, or she sent me a handout that breaks down the Vital Biome product or ProBio 5, if they think that, oh, all I have to do is send this, or all I have to do is save this video on my phone and send this and share this with people, or all I have to do is screenshot a testimony and share it with someone, or tag somebody on a testimony journey health and happiness page, if they think that's all they have to do, then it's going to make them wrap their brain a lot more easily around the idea of building a business. So that's what you want to use third party tools for. This is a whole YouTube channel for Plexus Worldwide. It's amazing. Please save it. There's 2 videos that I use constantly for this particular page, from this particular YouTube page. And it is Plexus Triplex. It's not the short one, it's the long one. I think it's this one, the minute 40-second one. And then the Plexus microbiome video. Okay, both of those videos are the ones I use over and over and over again. They absolutely encapsulate what Plexus is, why it's so effective, and talks really about root causes. We also have sheets, tons of sheets, sharing sheets in your back office. We have tons of sheet in our albums section of our Leading with Excellence page. That's our business page that I referred to you earlier. We have our big team page. You want to add people to this page if they are brand new to Plexus and they join for the wholesale discount. They may not care about building a business, but you still want to add them to this page because it's a great resource and informational page. Okay. You also want to add them to, if they decide that they want to work the business, you really want to add them to the Leading with Excellence page. Okay. This page right here, you can add them to. It is for anyone that wants to build a business. And so you want to add them. The only thing that they have to do is have a subscription in place of $100, which everybody should when they get started with Plexus, because consistency is key. But they have to have that in order to be added really to both of these pages, but they do have to have an interest in working the business and actually be doing something to try and work the business. Plexus Ambassador Community Group is a great corporate page. There's several corporate pages, but that's just one that I'll mention here. And then Journey to Health and Happiness is a great page that I want to mention to you guys. The reason why it's such an amazing page, we have over 8,000 people on that page now, is because anybody that you ever talk to about Plexus, they don't have to be a customer, they don't have to be an ambassador, they don't have to have ever ordered from you. If you ever hear someone say, oh my gosh, my migraines are horrible, like I'm struggling right now, you want to add them to this page, Journey to Health and Happiness. You then want to tag them on something in the page, and then you want to message them. Okay. It's called ATMing that person. Okay. You want to add them to that page. You want to tag them on something that would resonate. So if you know they struggle with migraines, go search that Journey to Health and Happiness page, find a migraine testimony, tag them on that migraine testimony, and then message them immediately and say, hey, Susie, I heard you talking about your migraines. I remember that you suffer from debilitating migraines. I just started this health and wellness journey a few weeks ago. I'm having amazing results. I'm feeling good. I'm have more energy, all the things. I wanted to add you to this Facebook group. You'll have to accept the invite, but I wanted to tag you on a migraine testimonial that I wanted to share with you. I think it will resonate. That's it. Okay. It's what we call you're planting seeds, guys. You're planting seeds with people, and that's how you do it. Okay. Now, just to talk a little bit more before we end about the income opportunity and the earning potential. A lot of times people think, okay, well, I just can't see myself doing this full time like Robin does, or I just can't see myself, working this business very seriously because I'm just already so busy. I always get the busy factor, right? The busy excuse, which newsflash, everybody's busy. You just make time for things that are important to you, right? So maybe you just want to make $300 or $400 a month. And that's not just. that's a good bit of money to be doing something very casually from from your sofa in the evenings, okay? So if you want to make just $300 or $400 a month to cover the cost of your products and to add more margin in your budget, you'd be surprised the number of people that would can be completely life changing for them and their budget and their income stream. Because there was a study that came out several years ago that people that filed for bankruptcy, they did a study, and 85% of the people who filed for bankruptcy, they said that if they had was an extra 250 to $300 a month, that they would have never had to file for bankruptcy. Okay, if they just had that little bit of extra margin in their budget, that they would not have had to file for bankruptcy. So guess what that means, guys? There are a lot of people in your sphere of influence that being a silver ambassador, the first rank promotion in our business, would be life changing for them. Okay, so don't necessarily think, well, if I don't get to diamond, is it worth it? Absolutely, it's worth it. There are lives that can be changed with just getting to silver, getting to gold, getting to senior gold, getting to ruby. Okay. We have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of silvers on our team. We have hundreds, actually, probably several hundred, at least 150 golds now, many senior golds on our team, rubies on our team, senior rubies, emerald sapphires, and obviously we've got Rhea Moore as one of our diamonds, and I'm diamond senior ruby. So honestly, there's something for everybody. You can go as far up the comp plan you want, or uh, just get your products paid for and add some margin in your budget with getting to silver. And finally, this was one of the graphics that really got my wheels turning when I first started Plexus 7 years ago. I started as an ambassador, just like everybody else on this team. My first rank promotion, obviously, is silver, just like everybody else. I started the same way. But when I saw the earning potential of a diamond, just having, 2,187 points or 3,279 people on my team, getting an income or earning an income of over $14,000 a month, I honestly thought it was mind blowing because at the time as an assistant principal, I was making about $4,000 a month. And so the idea of making almost four times that amount was just astounding to me. And so I knew that it was possible because I saw people doing it. And so I created a belief within myself that it was possible. And I continued and I persisted without exception. And it took me 7 years to get to diamond, guys, or 6.5 years rather to get to diamond. But it was absolutely worth it because now I look at that amount, I look at those points, and I'm like, man, I would have never thought I'd be in the position that I'm in now. Our team has really gotten to a place where it's honestly supernatural the type of growth that we've had, especially during this global pandemic. And so this is possible for anyone. Okay. So I want to ask you, what if this could change everything for you and your family? What if? Okay. Taking chances is really scary, y'all, but there is something that should scare you far more than anything else, and that is missing out on something truly wonderful because you were scared. So I just encourage you guys to do this afraid. I encourage you to step out of your comfort zone, try something new on for size, try something different. We have an amazing community of men and women who not only love to share health and wellness with others, but we love to grow together. So I want to open this up for questions. I'm going to stop the share. Um, Please unmute yourself and ask away. I'm a total open book, so go ahead. Anybody have any questions?
Hello, my name is Constance, and I have a question.
Hey, Constance, how are you?
I'm good. My question is, when you're starting out, one of the things that you were talking about is get over your fear. Can you give me some suggestions of ways that you can overcome that fear, especially for those people that have maybe tried other businesses and have not necessarily had success, and convincing them, hey, they should give this a try?
Are you asking for yourself, Constance, or are you asking for somebody else, dear?
I'm asking for someone else. So if I'm
Okay.
talking to someone else that might have had an experience with another business, and then I'm trying to tell them, hey, come and take a look at what it is that we have to offer.
Yes. Okay. Perfect. So I would first, you'll, if you get to know me well at all, you'll get to know the fact that I ask a lot of questions. Okay. I ask a lot of questions. And you'd be surprised how much you learn about people when you just ask the questions. So if I had someone, and I do all the time, have people that are, a little bit skittish and like, I've done this before, I just don't know about this. And they're just a little bit gun shy of starting a new journey because maybe they feel like they are just not good at network marketing or they failed at another business venture, whatever that may be. The first question I ask is, well, what did you do before and why do you feel like you didn't succeed? I asked them that. Okay. I would ask that question. What was it that made you feel like you did not have success? And once you begin, Constance, this is for anybody on this call, y'all. When you're talking to people and you're trying to uncover something that that person may necessarily not even be consciously be hiding, but you see that there's fear there, or there's a trepidation, or there's nervousness or anxiety around that thing, you have to learn to peel back the layers of the onion to figure out what it is specifically that is causing that fear. Because most of us know that fear, one of the acronyms, it's false evidence appearing real. So it's something that we know, it's something that is presented in front of someone as something that they should be afraid of. But when you really start peeling back the layers, they realize it's really irrational. The fear that they have is irrational, right? It feels like it's real, but it's not even real. Okay. It's something that they may anticipate happening, but it has never happened. And so I would really ask Constance, I would ask them, what was it about the business? And what you'll probably find out more than anything, Constance, you'll find out, oh, well, they only tried it for 50, 45 days, or they only reached out to two people. Oh, well, no wonder they didn't have success. You'll start to figure out what it is that they did, and then you'll be able to tell them, well, hey, well, I'm not going to let you off the hook that easily. You're going to share with me. I'm learning, you're learning, we're growing together. And so there's nothing that you can do in this journey that would cause you to fail unless you quit. That's the only thing that would cause you to fail, is if you quit. And so the other thing that I would ask too, and this is a multi-layered question, I believe, because there's a whole training topic around this. And that is, I would ask that person, well, what was it they were trying to, if they did network marketing before, what was it they were trying to sell? Because I think that makes a huge difference. I think one of the things that helps people to stick around with Plexus, it's multiple things. One is that we are offering products that are life changing to people. Okay. You absolutely are going to be more excited about sharing something that could benefit someone's health long term more than you're willing to share something that is not going to move the needle in their life. Okay. And I'll just be quite frank with you. Nail strips probably aren't going to make a difference in someone's life. Candles probably aren't going to make a difference in someone's life. Eyelashes probably aren't going to make a difference in someone's life. I like those things. I think they're fun. I like jewelry. I like all the cutesy stuff, especially if you're my women on the team. But at the end of the day, it's not going to move the needle. So I think you probably need to ask Constance, well, what was it that you were doing that you didn't feel like you had success? A lot of people stick with Plexus because it's something that actually matters, and people like helping others. And the other reason is because this is something that when you get someone to try the products and they fall in love with it, they're your customer for life, right? They're your customer forever. Okay. And so when you don't have your health, you don't have anything. Whereas if you were trying to sell something that was non-consumable, like even something that is consumable but it's not highly consumable, maybe like hand cream, or you're selling candles. Once you sell someone one candle, they're not going to need a candle every 30 days. They're more than likely not going to need a candle every 30 days. And so that also makes a difference in whether or not the business choice that they made in the past, why that may have impacted their success in the future, right? So I would ask those questions. I would just ask questions. It doesn't hurt to ask. I hope that helps, Constance.
Yes, it did. Thank you very much.
You're so welcome. Anybody have another question? One more question.
Yes, I have a question. Thank you so much, Robin, for sharing with us on this evening. I'm so sorry, I got a call coming through. Let me just give it just a moment to decline that. Okay, very good. And
Hey,
so,
Colleen.
again, thank you. Can you hear me? I'm sorry,
I
did
can,
I cut you?
I
Okay,
can hear
very
you
good.
just fine.
Here's a question for you, Robin. You share with us that you ask lots of questions. my question is the detox. I understand that we all have different health issues. One may, that's my grandson. He's still calling. Give me just a moment to decline it. I'll call him back shortly.
No
And
problem.
so, if you can kind of share some of your detox experience rebuttals that you are sharing with those that may feel, well, I'm having this feeling with this product that I'm using. Are you encouraging them to continue with the product, or are you sharing maybe your experience, or maybe someone else on the team's experience that says this is what they were experienced, but if you just push through that, so what are some of your rebuttals when it comes down to
Yeah.
detox?
So first thing, I want to make sure, Colleen, that you are added to the Made for More page. If you are, then go search detox. Go search the word detox. You will get a treasure trove of posts that are specifically about detox. So the first thing I would do is I would tag those people. I'm assuming there's someone you've had join you already that's experiencing detox, right? Or is it
Yeah,
you experiencing detox?
no, I haven't had any. No,
It's someone else. Okay. So
someone
if it's
else.
someone else, go search the detox post, go tag them on it. Okay. Tag them on the detox post. Read it for yourself too, because you'll be learning as well. The other thing that I ask people, well, what are your detox symptoms? Like, what is it? What's happening? They'll tell me. There's lots of different remedies for detox, but I'll be totally frank with you. I haven't had a ton of people over the years have really bad detox. I've had people have normal detox. When someone has normal detox and it's not like they're not, tied to the bed or they're not having to go, nothing crazy, then I honestly encourage them to push through and stick with it.
That's
Because
right.
at the end of the day, I cannot tell you the number of testimonies that I have read, people that I personally know, that once because detox is a good thing, it is a sign that the products are working. It is not a sign of something bad. They may feel yucky, but I always explain that it's very much so like therapy. Okay. So if you go to therapy and you're on the struggle bus, whether it's in your marriage, with your kids, whoever, you got to go to therapy. You got to bring up the yucky stuff to
Mm.
get through to the good stuff, right? You got to bring up the past. You got to talk about your childhood. You got to talk about those childhood wounds. You got to talk about all those things in order to get to the good stuff, right? To get to the healing. And so it's the same thing with detox. Your body is healing itself. Your body, if you have been giving your body crap food and no supplementation, your body is totally deficient of vitamins and minerals, and you've been drinking sodas and drinking a ton of alcohol and taking a bunch of
Mm.
birth control pills and taking a bunch of steroids and antibiotics for the past 15 years. And then all of a sudden you want your body just miraculously heal itself and not have any yucky stuff happen. It's kind of unrealistic. So I kind
Right.
of explain that to them and give them that analogy. And then the last thing that I do is if they really are feeling bad and they feel like they're about to throw in the towel, I will give them an option to say, hey, okay, then back down a little bit off of the ProBio 5. Because most of the time it's the ProBio 5 that will probably make them feel yucky. But if they're feeling like, no, I want to do it, I want to push through, I want to get to the good side, then I may even tell them to up their ProBio 5. And then eventually they'll come back down on a maintenance dose. And upping their ProBio 5, the loading dose is 4 ProBio 5. So most of the time when you start people on Plexus, you start them with 1 ProBio 5 for maybe a week. Then you up it to 2 ProBio 5. Two ProBio 5 is just the maintenance dose. But if you really want to get to the real nitty gritty of getting your body and your gut healed from the inside out, you really want to up it to 3 and 4 ProBio 5. That's 2 bottles a month. So make sure you keep that in mind when you tell people as far as them budgeting, which is why I always try to get people to share Plexus so that they don't have to worry about the cost of the product, because their product cost is offset by them getting, a friend or two to join them. But really to get to the good stuff that happens on the other side of detox, a lot of times people have to do the loading dose, and it's so beneficial for them to get to that other side. So I just say push through, but there's lots of things: milk thistle, vitamin C, drinking tons of water, taking hot baths, detox baths, that sort of thing. There's lots of things you can do to remedy it a little bit to make the detox subside. But most of the time I tell people just push through. I hope that
I
helps.
love the analogies that you shared as well. So thank you so much. That's great. So I'm
Oh,
ready now.
you're so
And I
welcome.
will read up on that information. Where would I go for that detox
It's
information?
the Made for More. It's our team page. So you should be added to that page. And if your sponsor hasn't, they will add you. Who's your sponsor?
That would be Erica Ross.
Oh, okay. She'll add you. She'll add you if you're not already in the page. And Erica, go ahead and tag her on at least one of the detox posts, but then go and search Colleen Detox Yourself in the Made for More page, and you'll see just a ton of information about detox. Just by the way, guys, I didn't know I didn't know what detox was before I started Plexus. But when I started this journey, I began to learn all of this information about the gut and blood sugar balancing and inflammation. And I was so intrigued by it. I was like a sponge. I was just taking it all in. So take the time, just once a night, 10, 15 minutes, go in the Made for More page, go to Journey Health and Happiness page, go read a testimony, go look at a YouTube video on the YouTube Plexus Worldwide YouTube channel. You'd be surprised how much you absorb, the information you take in. And then guess what, guys? In 6 months' time, you're going to be an expert into the people in your community and your sphere of influence. They're going to start coming to you as the gut health expert. Trust me. So I hope this was beneficial for you guys. I appreciate y'all hopping on. I hope that there was something tonight that you gleaned, even new insight on, as it relates to sharing these amazing products with your friends and family. You guys have a great rest of your week and enjoy your weekend. Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Robin.
Robin.
Thank you, everyone.